What up, Scary Gary here, and I'm with the All-in-One Gaming Expo. Sit back and relax, enjoy this little video, and crack yourself a beer. Play some video games because it is going down right here with the All-in-One Gaming Expo.
Hello, this is Brandon from the All-in-One Gaming Expo. I went to 5 events over the last month, joined by any of my given teammates. We went anywhere from Kansas City all the way out to St. Louis, and we're just hoping that you join us in this venture. We went to those locations to spread the good word, and we're not done yet, but this is just 1 month's worth, period. We hope you enjoy the pictures and videos and pickups, and if there's any fun, extraordinary memories that I have from it, I'll pop in and share them with you. So the first thing to pop in for is Sean won 6 of the 7 possible first place awards in the tournaments that he was just talking people up and playing arcade games. So kudos to him. He's our little champion. Not necessarily local, but we like featuring, you know, really unique booths, and level 1 gamers had stuff that really nobody else was doing, and art that nobody else had. So there's their information, and check them out. As well as Chocolate Fusion, but I'm not here to talk about my love for candy. Admittedly, I did not go to the cosplay competition. I've gone like every year that I've been in Kansas City or visited Planet Comicon. However, I was equal parts happy to be there, but also anxious to be there. So just for my own sanity, I did not attend the cosplay competition. In fact, I only went to the 1 day of Planet Comicon, but that doesn't mean that we don't represent our locals. You know, they took a lot of time to do these really great costumes, so I made sure that I got the pictures that Planet Comicon posted of all the winners. They look great, and I really wish I could have seen them in motion, because sometimes a 2-dimensional picture just ain't gonna cut it. The fluid motion of them crossing across the stage and really having animation to it is really, I think it sells the whole story a bit more. But that doesn't mean that they didn't do a good job. So peep the pictures and enjoy them. Some booths that I stopped by before we get to pickups. Cinema KC. I didn't know that they were around or that they came back even. There's Punch It Graphics, Autumn Flower Engraving, and of course, I wanted some popcorn, so I'm just gonna mention that they were great. And shout out to Double Tap KC with their big VR display. Hey, it's Brandon from the All-in-One Gaming Expo. I'm headed out to the Retro Swap and Shop run by Nate at A Game. Compliments of Kenny. Nate's gonna be there, I'll be there, Elliot will be there. Sean will be there a duration of time. So I'm definitely trying to get me cross the 1,000 game finish line. Not that that's a requirement or anything, but for sure, I definitely would love to hit it since I'm so close. I'm only 18 games away. So I'm gonna try to use as little money as possible and get games that I'd want to play. But even games that I've never heard of before, I'm always down to try new things. I'm not a one-trick pony. Anyway, you know, I would say board games don't necessarily count towards video games. Otherwise, I would have hit 1,000 already. I think those are kind of tabletop games are in their own wheelhouse.
Hey, this is Sean with All-in-One Gaming Expo, and we're here today live at the KC Retro Game Swap here at A Game. We have got an incredible raffle here today with over $200 plus worth of items. We're the best table here. Everybody should pack up, and you can get all these items free. You just have to do one of two things. One, you're gonna fill out our survey. You can swing by our booth, scan our QR code, or check it out on Facebook. Second thing, easy, if you've already filled out the survey, no problem. Just like us on Facebook and social media. We're gonna track those, add those into the raffle opportunity. So if you're checking at home, that's 2 ways to enter for it. That's twice the opportunity. $200 worth of stuff. Brandon over here is gonna put some pictures up on Facebook and show you what you can win. Get on down here. Do not miss it.
So by the biggest prize so far, I mean like legitimately like the biggest. I think the first one cracked $100. This one easily reached 200 between the books and the comic books and the wall decor and the controllers and the imported games and the handheld. Oh my God, it was all over the place. Movies too. But you know, shout out to Kurt for winning. And if you see our tables at future events, you should stop by. It's likely we'll have more raffles again. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. So if you're wondering if I hit 1,000, I didn't. I think I was like 5 short even, especially because I can't count one of them because it turns out about a duplicate, and while it's not actually, I mean, it's a duplicate game, but it ended up being a greatest hits version of Ratchet & Clank Size Matters. I'm like, what? How did I didn't even check. I knew I wanted it, but I forgot that I'd already gotten it. So what I am going to do, though, is show how much I made by the end of the 5 locations. Technically, the first one didn't count because I started from the Swap and Shop, which was the second one. But that plus the other 3 things I'll show you at the end of the video where I'm at. I didn't go crazy, I didn't buy like hundreds of games or anything, but I got further along. So Naka-Con was fun. It was far more subdued, obviously, than Planet Comic-Con, but we also didn't stay terribly long. Again, that anxiety, but I was getting better about it. We definitely took whatever pictures we could of things that we found value in, some cosplayers. Definitely the room that had the music rhythm games in it, we had to stop in. I took a lot of like Halloween pictures of like creepy things. I thought that was kind of fun. I saw more of that than I usually do. We only picked up a few things deliberately from vendors that we thought were really great and stood out. But I also bought a blind bag from Right Stuff Anime, well, blind box, I should say. Anyway, that'll be a Facebook Live video that I'd recorded that week, and I just put that in here too. Right, so this is Brandon here. I am one mind and part of the hive mind that is All-in-One Gaming Expo. So if you're watching this, it presumably means that you are already following us, so thank you for that. There's more information to come later this month, I believe, but right now we're just going to talk about the stuff that I got and where I got it from. First of all, we all know Bub and Bob from Bubble Bobble. I couldn't afford both of them because the price is just right for these, and I wanted to make sure I had money enough for other things. But he is just adorable, or she. I do not remember the name of the exact booth that had this, but let me see if I can. I just want to make sure that this video keeps running. But super cute. They have a lot more on their website, and Sean, one of the other minds of the All-in-One Gaming Expo, bought way more than me. He fell in love with those instantly. I've been trying to pick this up for forever, and there's a fella who just has nothing but Blu-rays and DVDs at his booth of various animes and American films too. And it's like the first anime film I ever saw ever. And I just like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy it already. He had this one for 20 bucks because it doesn't have the slip cover. And the little plastic thing that nobody cares about, the locking tab on the side, broke off of this, so it was only $20. Okay, so here we go. We are at the actual blind box now. The meat and potatoes of why I wanted to make this thing happen. This is the box that the blind box came in for the live action iteration of Cutie Honey. She's, oh, it's textured words, but also textured chest. I wonder who their demographic is. Anyway, so I was looking through this giant thing. They have a big blind box container, if you will, at the Right Stuff booth. And in it, it has a whole bunch of those cinch bags, and inside of the cinch bags, there's the same thing that's inside of these. But then they also have tubes as well if you want to just try to get a blind poster. Anyway, I believe they said that there, for 20 bucks, there is a movie, random manga, and then 5 to 6 other little merchandise things. And I was trying to figure out which one I should get. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get the one that's most beat up, that has like a whole bunch of paint missing and a big old dent on that side and a dent on this side. And I figured like, well, if they were filling these up, you know, just to try to get rid of them, they would put the good stuff in the crappier boxes to throw people off, because people would pick the nice boxes, hoping that there was something good inside, and there's probably less likely to be good stuff in there. So here we are at the point. I've not actually opened this. This is me being honest. I've never opened this. It's heavy too. Oh, first of all, there's a magnet stuck to the inside. Alien versus Ninja. Seriously, that's pretty funny. And he's riding a sushi. He's on a sushi, maybe as small as a sushi, and that's his fighting stance as he stands on the platform of a sushi. That's pretty funny. That's going on my mini fridge downstairs. A pack of El Hazard playing cards from Pioneer. That cracks me up. So it's just a deck of playing cards, but I mean, who can't get good use out of that? I'm just more so laughing at the fact that it's from Pioneer. Not technically anime right stuff, but I'll take it because Pioneer is an Asian country. Next up, wow, we have Soul Eater. Earphones, earbuds, whatever you'd like to call them. Everything in the back is Asian, but I'm guessing they would have just standardized specifications that a regular pair of earbuds would have. I like the little skull icon that they use for the show. Don't know what that means for the quality of the things, but honestly, I'll just keep this with my 3DS on the go because I'd rather, you know, just keep some inexpensive ones for instances in which I have to listen to stuff on the fly. Next up, A Silent Voice, the movie, on Blu-ray, and there's a DVD as well, based on the critically acclaimed manga from Yoshitoki Oima. Somebody can fix my pronunciation if they'd like. I'm horrible at that stuff, but it doesn't mean that I won't enjoy this movie. We'll find out. After transferring into a new school, a deaf girl, Shoko, I'll just stick with first names, is bullied by the popular Shoya. As Shoya continues to bully Shoko, the class turns its back on him. Shoko transfers and Shoya grows up as an outcast. Alone and depressed, the regretful Shoya finds Shoko to make amends. A Silent Voice is a moving coming-of-age drama that depicts the struggles of adolescence through its memorable characters and beautiful animation. And there's a music video. And oh, there's 2 music videos on there. Should be interesting. Oh, we have a soundtrack for Gun Parade March in here too. That's interesting. Was not expecting a CD. "34 songs. I'm guessing it's still just a single disc, but oh, Pioneer. There you are again. I'm guessing that it's all on one disc, but they're probably just short songs that get used a lot throughout the thing. Start with a happy ending, number 1. At least it's a number 1. I was afraid I was gonna get like a 32 or something. It's really adorable though. I've never seen an art style like this. Risa Motoyama. Oh my god, I'm gonna read this all the way through. Let me know if I should just have a video recording of me reading this with all the different cat voices, because it's super adorable. There's no way that I'm not reading this. Oh my gosh, it's cute as hell. All right, what's next? Oh, what is it? See some faces? I said, oh, a JoJo, okay. But is it like a bandana? I actually have to open this to find out. But I gotta do it with one hand. Come a little bit wider shot here. Oh, it is a bandana. And in the corner it says, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the animation. That's super cute. I'm gonna get a dog and just put this around him as a little scarf. That's adorable as hell. I really like the black with the purple on top. That's amazing. That's a good color scheme. Reaching in for the next thing. It literally looks like a debit card or a credit card. The numbers are not anything legitimate. Oh my gosh, who knows what show this is from? Somebody leave a comment. Let me know what show or 1998 through 2011. Oh, there we go. That's pretty funny. Hunter Cross Hunter, Hunter X Hunter, however you want to say it. That's amazing. You literally just carry that around in your wallet. I would accidentally try to use that like a CVS or something. It's very thick. Next up. Man, there's a lot in here. I was right to choose the most beat up box. Hey! It's cute, the stickers. This movie, TV show, I believe it's a movie. I do not know for sure, but I really like this especially. Plus, period. Does it say on the back? Oh, it's just white on the back, okay. Well, I tried. Next up. Oh, we have some actual Cutie Honey merch in here. That's straight up metal. That's adorable too. The key rings are already encumbered too much with key rings and such, but doesn't mean that I can't connect it as a charm to my 3DS or my Game Boy Color maybe. Next up, Sailor Moon. It seems to be a pack of like postcards or something to that extent. Cannot open this one with my bare hand, my singular hand. Sorry, we'll leave in the description what that ended up being. Maybe we can put some pictures. What's next here? I definitely don't watch these kind of shows, but anybody that does watch, and it even specifically mentions manga. Oh, because it's from the manga. It's his stats card. 5'6", 126 pounds. Blood type A, just in case you're wondering for whatever reason. What's next? Oh, it's a copy of Cutie Honey on DVD. Who is this mysterious, buxom beauty? She's an office worker, a motorcycle racer, a street musician, a police officer, and most of all, a warrior of love. Fitted with her father's invention, the eye system, she can transform herself into anyone she wants to be. The nefarious organization called Panther Claw is kidnapping girls across Japan and stealing all the gold, and the police are powerless to stop them. Now their leader, Sister Jill, wants Honey's eye system neckband to revive her beauty and gain immortality. With the help of her friends Natsuko, a hard-headed police officer, and Seiji, an easygoing reporter, Honey will prove that there's no greater power than love. Aww. Somebody go ahead and leave in the comments what score this movie gets online. I think we would call this PG-13. They just call it 13 and up. It's an hour and 33 minutes long. Anything else? Oh, yeah, there is actually one more thing down there. Wow. Ooh, I don't like the way that feels. Oh, it's so weird feeling. Ooh, it's like really gritty almost. That is not a good feeling. It feels more like, almost like when you rub your fingers across the top of a really fine grit, but still a skateboard, like the grip tape. That does not feel nice. But I will say, that is like incredibly thick. Where's something that could be a point of reference that everybody knows? Okay. Everybody knows how thick a CD case is. This is 1/3 of the thickness of a CD case. So thanks for watching. Have a good, gosh darn golly good day. And I'm off to the Douglas County Fairgrounds for a little thing that I go to every year, the Fancon. It's in Lawrence. Let's see, how do we word this? Oh, I don't know. Sci-fi, superhero, western, war, romance, crime, horror, all the makings of great comic books. So I'm going there to try to get some more interest, more information, more data collected and stuff for our All-in-One Gaming Expo. Having said that, I go every year. That's why I have this card. It comes to me straight from them every year, because all you got to do is register kcfancon.com for free. They put you like on a list, like a mailing list of info that gets emailed to you every so often, just so they can keep you up to date. Like recently they announced some other events that they're going to start doing around the area, like in Topeka and other things as well. So good on them. I get in free, but you can get in free every year if you just do this. But even if you don't, it's $5 for a day of perusing through some of the finest zines and animated books, aka comics, that have been around. And even better, kids 13 and under can also come in for free. So let's hit it. Try to get pictures of this place from different angles. The amount of vendors were nice and spread out. The amount of people visiting were nice and spread out. There was a table for Conquest, which is a local like fantasy convention that happens every year in Kansas City, and they are coming back Memorial Day, I believe, 2022, and they were just handing out free books, like free books that had been donated or something of that magnitude. So I picked up a lot of stuff. While I didn't get a lot of pictures, I picked up a lot of stuff, so you'll see that real soon. I kind of winged this one on my own, and I made some connections, so hopefully we'll get to see those connections come to fruition at our event. So this is my favorite pickup from this event. It's a compendium book of Powers of X and House of X. The guy basically sources these from Ohio from a fella who buys them from the book manufacturers who wouldn't sell these because they have boo-boos on them, if you will. So he had a sign that said it's half the cost printed on the back of the book. I was like, so, okay, it says 60, so it's 30. He's like, I'll do 20. I couldn't believe that I got this for $20. And I don't care about the boo-boos at the top and the bottom of the spine. Everything else is in tippy-top shape. So the last stop was Mo GameCon. I'm just going to talk really quickly. We managed to get a last-minute Airbnb before they were all sold out, and you can feel free to ignore the joystick and the controller in the next picture. She just asked that I remove her from the photos, but we found a really cool place nonetheless. And the night before the event, Tom and Lacey of Do You Nerd, whoever runs their social media account, invited us out. My girlfriend said I'm going to crash. I was like, that's fine. And so I went out and got to see that, and the pictures you'll see are of that, and then the event, and then the pickups that I got and Nate got, because Nate was also there. So now we're on to the pictures of the Mo GameCon, but just to touch back on the two plumbers thing, I nervously sat at a table with other YouTube people with greater talent and scope than I have, but you know, this event's not about me, and so I made certain that I took the time to not necessarily promote myself as much as the All-in-One Gaming Expo. The localness of it all, the community, the whole entire package, they understood it. So Tom and Lacey of Do You Nerd, you know, they've already tweeted out about it and shared our information, and Game and Browse, they seemed more than happy to have any kind of involvement in it, which is great, you know. And John Riggs liked the tweet that Do You Nerd put out, and I think that there's just this overwhelming need to have things that are more local and less corporate like some events are. So it's great to them. Thanks to them. I just wanted to say that really quickly. Yeah, Nate got a lot more pickups than I did, but he also did a lot more work than I did, so I think it really goes to show that we all need each other in this team because it's all about each other, and that's also why the community needs us, and we need the community. Everything is in lockstep with one another. Nate did a really good job today talking up a lot more tables than I did, a lot more YouTubers. He's going to have Adam Korlick at his own upcoming event in December in Kansas City, so major props to him. Good job, buddy. So I got all this stuff for $16. Record scratch. I mean, I did, but it wasn't without working a little bit of magic. Let me explain. This guy is taking in my Magic the Gathering trading cards. I took the time, to go through a couple boxes and find the ones that had the most value. And I got, well, he said like $460 in cash, or I could do $575 in credits. So basically, you're seeing the fruit of my labor. Not to say everything came from his table, but I got some credit and I used it at their table, and then they're like, okay, well, how about that plus $80 cash? And I said, deal. And all I had spent so far was $96 cash. So this pretty much just put the $80 back in my pocket, and all I really spent was 16 bucks. And best of all, I still have 4 cards, probably my 4 pricier ones. That's why they didn't want to trade them in, for the simple fact that they didn't think they were going to be able to move them because they all crack like 175 to 275 each. And a couple of these items I actually got because I traded off some cards to a fella that was in that picture in front of the Mo GameCon sign, and he traded me the Atari 2600 Junior as well as the copy of Fast Food. This is a Sega Saturn light gun. I think it's the only light gun I don't have, so I had to get it. Instead of being 13 short of 1,000, I'm now 1,027 games. Kudos to me.
So thanks for enjoying this video with us. Please, it is very, very important that you follow our social medias on Facebook, Twitter, but most importantly, get inside our Discord because we want to hear what you guys think, the ideas you have. Help us create the best all-in-one gaming expo just for you.